The act of kindness is a profound expression of our shared humanity, transcending the boundaries of time, culture, and belief systems. In the timeless pages of the Bible, we find a remarkable story that encapsulates the transformative power of compassion, the story of Isaac and the kindness he received. This narrative not only illuminates the profound impact a single act of kindness can have, but also reveals the deeper spiritual lessons that lie within. Our journey begins in the book of Genesis, where we are introduced to the patriarch Abraham and his wife, Sarah. After years of waiting, they are blessed with a son, Isaac, a child of promise and the fulfillment of God's covenant. As Isaac grows, he becomes a central figure in the unfolding drama of the Old Testament, his life intricately woven into the tapestry of faith and divine providence. One of the most poignant moments in Isaac's life occurs when he is a young man, traveling through the land with his father, Abraham. As they journey, they encounter a well, a life-giving source of water in the arid desert. And it is here, at this humble well, that Isaac's story takes an unexpected turn, and the profound impact of a simple act of kindness is revealed. As Abraham's servant, Eliezer, approaches the well, he is met by a young woman named Rebekah, who offers to draw water not only for him but also for his camels. This selfless gesture, a spontaneous act of hospitality and generosity, captures the attention of Eliezer. He is struck by Rebekah's kindness, her willingness to go above and beyond the expected courtesies, and he quickly recognizes her as the woman chosen by God to be Isaac's wife. The significance of this encounter cannot be overstated. In a world where self-interest often reigns supreme, Rebekah's actions stand in stark contrast, revealing a heart attuned to the needs of others. Her simple act of drawing water for the weary traveler and his animals speaks volumes about her character, her compassion, and her deep understanding of the power of kindness. As the story unfolds, we learn that Rebekah's kindness extends far beyond that initial encounter at the well. When she is presented to Isaac, she readily agrees to leave her home and family, embarking on a journey to become his wife. Her courage, her trust, and her willingness to sacrifice for the sake of love and a higher purpose are all hallmarks of her character. But the impact of Rebekah's kindness does not end there. In the years that follow, as Isaac and Rebekah's family grows, we witness the profound ripple effects of that initial act of compassion. Their sons, Jacob and Esau, are caught in a complex web of sibling rivalry, and it is Rebekah's shrewd intervention that ultimately preserves the family's legacy and the fulfillment of God's promise. Throughout this narrative, we are reminded that the seemingly small and inconsequential moments in our lives can have far-reaching consequences. Rebekah's decision to offer water to a stranger sets in motion a chain of events that shape the course of nations and the trajectory of human history. Her kindness becomes the catalyst for a remarkable story of love, faith, and the unfolding of divine purpose. As we delve deeper into this biblical account, we begin to uncover the profound spiritual lessons that lie at the heart of this tale. The story of Isaac and Rebekah's encounter at the well invites us to reflect on the transformative power of kindness, the importance of hospitality, and the ways in which our actions can have a lasting impact on the lives of others. One of the most striking aspects of this narrative is the way it challenges our preconceptions about the nature of kindness. Often, we tend to view acts of compassion as small, insignificant gestures that have little impact on the grand scheme of things. But the story of Isaac and Rebekah reminds us that even the simplest acts of kindness can set in motion a series of events that profoundly shape the course of history. Rebekah's willingness to go the extra mile, to offer water not just to the traveler but also to his animals, speaks to the depth of her character and the expansiveness of her compassion. She recognizes the inherent dignity and worth of all creatures, and her actions reflect a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. In this way, her story invites us to expand our own circles of concern, to see the world through a lens of empathy and care that extends beyond our immediate relationships and into the broader community of life. Moreover, the story of Isaac and Rebekah reveals the transformative power of hospitality. In a world often marked by suspicion and fear of the other, Rebekah's willingness to welcome a stranger and attend to his needs stands as a powerful testament to the capacity of the human heart to embrace the unknown. Her actions remind us that true hospitality is not merely a social convention but a spiritual practice that has the power to break down barriers, foster understanding, and create lasting connections. As we reflect on this biblical narrative, we are also struck by the way it illuminates the importance of trust and faith in the face of uncertainty. When Rebekah agrees to leave her home and family to become Isaac's wife, she is stepping out in faith, trusting that the path before her is one of divine purpose. Her courage and willingness to take a leap of faith serve as a powerful reminder that the greatest acts of kindness often require us to step beyond our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. Throughout the story of Isaac and Rebekah, we see the ways in which a single act of kindness can set in motion a series of events that profoundly shape the lives of individuals, families, and even entire nations. Rebekah's compassion at the well not only secures her future as Isaac's wife but also ensures the continuity of the family line and the fulfillment of God's covenant with Abraham. In this way, the story of Isaac and Rebekah invites us to consider the broader implications of our own act of kindness. How might a simple gesture of compassion, a willingness to go the extra mile, ripple outward and touch the lives of others in ways we cannot even begin to imagine? What seeds of transformation might we sow when we choose to extend kindness, even in the face of uncertainty or adversity? As we ponder these questions, we are reminded that the true power of kindness lies not in its immediate, visible impact but in its ability to inspire, to cultivate hope, and to spark a chain reaction of goodness that can reverberate through the ages. The story of Isaac and Rebekah reminds us that every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the potential to shape the course of history and leave an indelible mark on the world. In our own lives, we are called to emulate the example of Rebekah, to embrace the transformative power of compassion and to be willing to step out in faith, trusting that our acts of kindness will bear fruit in ways we cannot fully comprehend. By doing so, we become active participants in the unfolding of God's divine plan, co-creators of a world that is increasingly marked by love, understanding, and the restoration of our shared humanity. As we conclude our exploration of this remarkable biblical narrative, we are left with a deeper appreciation for the profound impact a simple act of kindness can have. The story of Isaac and Rebekah reminds us that our choices, our moments of compassion, and our willingness to embrace the unknown can ripple outward, touching the lives of others in ways we may never fully understand. In a world that often seems consumed by division, fear, and self-interest, the story of Isaac and Rebekah stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to the transformative power of kindness. It challenges us to expand our circles of concern, to see the world through the lens of empathy and care, and to trust that our acts of compassion, no matter how small, can have a lasting impact on the lives of others. As we carry this lesson forward, let us be inspired by the example of Rebekah, who embodied the true spirit of kindness and hospitality. Let us embrace the courage to step out in faith, to trust that the path before us is one of divine purpose, and to sow the seeds of compassion that will nurture a more just, equitable, and peaceful world. For in doing so, we honor the legacy of Isaac and Rebekah, and we become living embodiments of the transformative power of a simple act of kindness.